Josh Aniska with this Riverside basketball. Here we are, 22-23. A little exhibition stuff getting underway here. Let's talk about the work ethic of your guys and how excited you are for the season.
So, our season really probably began back in April for us because we got right back in the gym coming off a district championship loss and then a first round state playoff loss. And, we were hungry and we wanted to get back at it. And I'm lucky to have a group of guys that was willing to put in the work. And we've been going hard in the weight room and working in the gym probably since April.
So these guys got to see some success with the Riverside program when they're younger. Then they were part of some of that success very young. Let's talk a little bit about now just, seeing their heart. They're doing it with a lot of heart.
Yeah, we talk about that a lot, and we talk about the difference between, our tradition and our culture. And we've been fortunate to have some success in the last couple of years. However, some of the guys that are responsible for that success are no longer in the locker room with us. So, we talk about that and how we can learn from some of our previous success. But ultimately, the guys in the locker room now are what matter, and that's the culture that we have and how we compete and how we support one another as a team.
Can't remember the last time Riverside had like some 6'6", 6'7" guy a little bit, but nonetheless, you're a little bit of smaller school, and sometimes that means maybe it's a guy 6'2", 6'3" out of the court. Let's talk about what you have on the floor this year as far as height-wise.
Yeah, we really don't have the fortune of much height on a consistent basis. So right now with this team, and it's been this way for the last 4 years, Frankie Antonacci has been our big guy, so to speak, even though he's really a guard. So he's a returning 4-year starter for us, and he's leading the way right now. We also returned 2 other starters from last year in Matthew Godleski and Anthony Karpinski, who are both right around like 6 feet tall, and they're bringing some experience from big games from last season with them. And then our final 2 starters this season both started games at different points in the season last year. So it's almost like we do have 5 returning starters, even though we really don't have all 5 of our starters returning from last year. And those last 2 guys are Connor Monahan and Connor McNally.
Let's talk about the classification this year. Who are some of those teams you're going to compete with at the district level, both at the Wyoming Valley and the Lackawanna Conference level when districts do come about?
Yeah, so for us in AAA, it got a little bit more challenging this year than it has been in previous years because Mid-Valley is back down into AAA with us, and Old Forge got moved up into AAA with us. So I think it's going to be anybody's championship to go out and win, and we're hoping that we could be there in the end with all those other great teams.
Got to see Holy Redeemer this past weekend. Got to see Mid-Valley, 2 scrappy teams. So I think you guys at Old Forge can kind of line up right there and be one of those teams that, it's going to be a dogfight.
Yeah, we're hoping so. Holy Redeemer, I think is the favorite as the defending champion, and Holy Redeemer 3 out of the last 4 years has beaten us in the district tournament twice at the arena, and those 2 were actually mercy rules. So we would love to have the opportunity to get back there and maybe reverse some of those previous fortunes that we've had.
As for the success of the team this year, what do you think of developing these Vikings between now and February? Is it, knocking down shots? You're going to be a team that competes with a lot of heart. You guys are going to hustle, play some defense, all those things that the Vikings normally do, but maybe some guys taking some outside shots and knocking them down at key moments.
Yeah, the way that we're playing right now is we're gonna prioritize playing up tempo and utilizing our press to try to get some easy baskets, and that's going to kind of allow us to feed off some energy and some emotion that we could play with. And then we're gonna play as a dribble drive team. We're gonna try to get to the basket and look to kick it out for open shots.
All right. Well, we wish you the best this season, and of course, I hope you have a great holiday, you and your family.
All right. Thank you, John.